Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Director Wray, thank you for being here. You know, believe it or not, I'm basically just a simple country dentist, but I do know my dentistry. And one thing I know about are abscesses. If you have an abscess, you can have a mild or moderate one, and you treat it with antibiotics and warm salt rinses, and in a week to 10 days, it'll be better. If you have a severe one, you've got to take a scalpel to that abscess. You've got to cut it open, and you've got to let the pus and the blood and the gas drain out. If you don't, that abscess will travel. It'll travel to the patient's brain possibly, or to their heart, and it definitely can kill them. That's the type of infection that I feel is within the FBI today. It has gotten so deep that we need to get in there with a metaphorical scalpel before it kills our nation. We need real structural change, and this committee is that metaphorical scalpel. A clear sign of the rot is a memo where your agents, and I know you say you feel bad about this too, but nevertheless, and I don't think you like to talk about it, but your agents in the field office attempted to spy on Catholic churches and their congregations and frame them as extremists. This is unbelievable. How do we get there? Who exactly are the Catholics you're going to go after here, or they were going to go after? The charitable men of the Knights of Columbus that help their communities, that help charities, that help people in every way they can? Or maybe we meant the folks that are fighting for the sanctity of life? Or are you talking about those who hold true to their beliefs rooted in the traditional values and teachings of the Catholic faith? As a Roman Catholic myself, and I believe you are as well, I was deeply, deeply disturbed by this memo. And it's shameful. It was only rescinded after basically it got leaked to the public. That should scare each and every American, from parents at school board meetings to grandmas clutching their rosary beads. The misguided priorities of our intelligence community put every American at risk, and it is wrong. It is un-American, and it undermines two of our most important tenets: freedom of speech and freedom of religion. It's what our nation is built upon. Director Wray, you work for the American people. They pay your salary. They pay all of our salaries. They don't work for us. You work for them. You're supposed to protect them from the bad guys. And now many feel that they need protection from the FBI. I have a few questions here. Despite multiple requests, why hasn't the FBI produced an unredacted copy of this memo that really outlines this? It isn't public security, it isn't national security, it isn't public safety. This is an internal thing that you all did that was wrong, and we as a committee, this committee, have the right to look at it. When are we going to get it? Why haven't we gotten it already? Unredacted.
We redact information for a variety of reasons that cover various rules that apply to us.
So I want to know why this one.
So
I don't know about the rules. All I know, I told you, man, I'm not a lawyer, all right? But you know what I want to know? I want to know why we don't know what happened here, that people in their churches had to worry, and it isn't something that's going to affect national security. So whatever damn rule it is you have, we should change that rule. Because when something like this happens, and it isn't a matter of national security, then we should know. So I'd like to know when we're going to get it. I'd like a date certain.
what I can tell you is that we are almost done with our internal review, and as I said to the chairman, we're going to be providing a briefing to the committee on what the internal review found.
When?
It should be later this summer.
And why do we need your internal review? Good you're doing an internal review. You should do a lot internally. But why don't we get the information when we ask for it, when we subpoena for it? We clearly are not creating any risk to our nation or national security. You could give us that tomorrow. Why don't we get that part tomorrow, and then you can give us the briefing and the internal review?
As I said, we're going to give you a briefing on the internal review, and then we can discuss additional information that may.
Because you're going to try to shape it differently and make it out that it was kind of okay.
No, on that, no. I will tell you that I am not going to defend or excuse that memo or that product.
I understand you said that. I have simple yes or no. These are real easy questions. Has the FBI created or maintained any list of Roman Catholic churches? Yes or no?
Any list of Roman Catholic
churches? Correct.
we're certainly not targeting any Roman Catholic churches.
Well, they
That I can
were.
assure
They
you.
were. The field office was until
no,
you
that's-
found out. But do you, as a yes or no, do you have a list? If you don't have a list, it's easy to say no.
Well, we have 38,000 employees. We engage with churches of all kinds.
So
to
you may
help
have a
them.
list of churches that you're looking at for
No,
possible
no,
problems.
not for possible investigation.
How about Russian Orthodox churches?
Same answer.
Greek Orthodox churches? Tell me, yes
Again,
or no? Evangelical churches? Tell me
we
yes
do
or
not,
no.
We do not maintain.
Yes or
list-
no?
Excuse me?
Please answer yes or no.
It's not a yes or no question.
It is a yes or no. If you've got a list of churches that you're targeting and looking at, the answer is yes. If you don't, the answer is no.
If your question is, do we have a list of churches that we are targeting, then the answer is no, we do not
How
have.
about Jewish synagogues? Yes or no? Same question.
We do not maintain any kind of list of religious institutions that we're targeting because we are not targeting religious institutions.
Let me tell you, it's a sorry state of affairs that these questions are questions I have to ask, and it's a damn shame to see what's become of our once universally respected FBI. We need structural change, and Mr. Chairman, I yield back.